And brace yourselves, guys. We ain't done yet. We ain't finished yet. We're gonna get into everything that you guys want to speak about. I have an agenda. I have a type of an agenda. I don't know if we're gonna stick to it. See how we feel. See how it go. Have a few rows. Agree on a few bits. Disagree on a few bits because that's what we are. I'm trying to. You know what I'm trying to do with this show, lads, and these lads that people know. People that are not accustomed to the red room. This ain't one of your. We sit there. We talk about. Yeah, yeah. Great sign. Yeah, great signing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to take the opinions, the rows, the disagreements on Twitter. I want to bring it to you guys on the YouTube. So throw in your comments. FSG in, FSG out, Ekitike in, Isak, where are you? Anything you want to talk about, throw it in there and we'll talk about it. Ben, every transfer window for the last bloody God knows how many years, we're sat there twiddling our thumbs, thinking, what are we going to do next? Are we going to do anything? Fuck. We start swearing, effing blood in frustration. This has been a total opposite. We have now today officially confirmed our fourth signing of the window. Hugo Ekitike. Hugo is going to be boss, isn't he, lad?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Look, he's still got plenty to learn.
Mm.
But he's gone to the right manager, hasn't he? You know, a manager that likes to get his hands on people and, see how they get on. It was much needed, wasn't it? You know, obviously the passing the Jota left us short, so we definitely need to make sure we get someone in there. Be interested to see what goes on with the front line now, but I am excited, mate. You know, his stats are showing really good. Let's see. It's an interesting one. Obviously, they don't have too much data on him because he's only really had one proper full year, hasn't he? But I mean, it's impressive. And look, if you've got Florian Wirtz, Salah, obviously Diaz is still there with Gakpo. Can't really fail much, can he? Do you know what I mean? So there's no better people to learn. And I think the way we're going to set up this year, Wirtz will be pinning teams in. It's perfect for him. I expect him to get a fair few goals, and let's hope he gets off to a flyer. I'm hoping to see him on the weekends if we can get him there quick. It looks like he's probably flying now. Might get him in the second half for a couple of minutes. You never know.
Yeah, that's key. You know that. I'm very happy that it's been reported that a few minutes in the weekend because the quicker we can integrate these new players, and obviously the other three have been there for a little while now. And from the inside training videos and clips and whatever, all the social media clips, it looks like they're proper getting involved. And I love it. You got a fan here you paid off before the show. He says, "Big up, Ben."
See him on our shows all the time. He's like the boss of the comments.
By the way, I've picked up Lewis's channel. Make sure you guys head over to Ben's channel as well. Tell him what it's called again and where you can find it. Born and Ready, isn't it? Born and Ready or something?
Red or Alive.
Red or Alive. That's the one. Red or
class.
Alive. Go and check it out, people. Red or Alive. And make sure you're following all these good people in the building that we have today. What's his name? He says, did Paul Joyce say we retain an interest in on his write-up on the Times? He did indeed. We're going to get into that as well. Adam says, Rodrigo eliminated himself with 400 week demands. It's Isak or Fofana from here and out. People are throwing in. People want to know what's going on, what's next. But slowly but surely, Lewis, this was always going to be a window of phases, wasn't it? The initial phase of do what we have to do in terms of the absolute crucial positions. And they've pretty much done now. Striker and the two fullbacks. I think it's fair to say Wirtz was just the superstar signing of the summer so far. Now we've got to be a bit patient because the ending is always important. And the ending that we are attempting, I believe, it's going to take patience and a bit of what's the word? Yeah, just patience, I guess. That's the best word because if we end up with what we're trying to do, this is going to be one for the ages, isn't it?
Oh, mate, this is already one. This is up there with 99. This is up there with 18-19. Like, this is up there with the best transfer windows, not just for us, in the Premier League as a whole. Like, this is top tier. And I think you're right. And I think now the approach is going to be a bit more, I think, of what we've seen of Liverpool in the past. I know there's reports saying that we've still got another 300 million to spend. But I think that the rest of this window now is going to be dependent on who leaves. If Diaz does get that move away, we'll move for a winger. If Nunez does leave, we can see more additions to the attacking options. And I'm prepared for that now. As much as I'd like to see us go out and bring in this player and this player, I still think we're short at centre-back, absolutely. I still think we could maybe do with another number 6, potentially as a rotation option. But I do expect us to slow down ever so slightly, assess where we are in these preseason games. What can we do to benefit Ekitike more? Is there a lack of depth for centre-back? They'll react to what happens in these next few matches. And we'd love to live in a world, I think, where we're like a Chelsea, where we can go out and spend 600 million, 700 million a window and get away with the laws of the land. That's not going to be the case. And this few weeks now, it's going to slow down. But given the track record of what we've seen from Hughes so far, given the track record of everything we've seen this past few weeks, I will have full faith in this club, even if we do come to a little bit of a standstill and then get the targets that we're after, like a Gahey or a Fofana, or be it a Rodrigo, if that's your flavour of the week. So all in all, mate, very happy, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, there's a sense of excitement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scousemo, we've, as I said, we needed a little bit of a break, and now we're back. And now we literally want to see them play football because it's exciting. As someone said there, where was it? Scotty John. Scotty John says, it's great to see slot building Liverpool 2.0. This is definitely Liverpool 2.0, isn't it, Mo?
This is definitely Liverpool 2.0. And you know what? Slot told us towards the end of the season that we're going to be very busy in the summer and we're going to strengthen in the summer. And so far we have. Obviously, we've signed 4 players. For 3 of them, we kind of expected in those positions that we will sign. Vert, as you mentioned before, is like the outline. He's the superstar player. And as Lou was just saying, we're far from done. We still need a centre-back, potentially another attacker, depending on who moves, who stays. But yeah, this is definitely slot 2.0. And this preseason is going to be very telling as well, because last season when he obviously joined the Reds, it was during the Euros and also Copa America. Half the squad wasn't there. So he was playing with different players in different positions. I don't think he had the majority of the players, like the Netherlands players, the Holland players, the Argentinian players, like McAllister, for example. They didn't join the squad until very late in preseason. But this time around, all the players are there. All the techniques that he wants to implement for new season, he's going to be pushing it onto the players from weeks ago, like as soon as we started preseason, like 2 weeks ago or so. So it's going to be very, very, very exciting to see what plans he has in place for this Liverpool 2.0. More players will be signing as well. It's just such an exciting time to be a Liverpool fan. And you just mentioned, like, it's been a while since I haven't watched no football. Like, I didn't pay no attention to that Club World Cup board and stuff. So like I'm literally gagging to watch some football. So personally, I'm looking forward to watching us against AC Milan on Saturday, just to see what's going on. Oh, what a time to be alive, honestly.
Just for laughs, says we haven't signed 4, we've signed 6, and he corrects me, and he's absolutely 2 keepers, lads. And one of them looks. Well, we don't know much about the second one, but we know Mamadashvili looks like an absolute beast. So he's absolutely right. That's 6 players. Mo, Welsh Mo, same question to you. Excited, ready to see them? I know you take I know you wanted to speak about the training session, but I blocked you. You're literally like, you really want to get into sort of.
Just excited to see them play. Yeah, definitely.
I know.
Like someone mentioned in the chat earlier, but like what can I say? What can I add on that hasn't been said already? I think the last time I remember being a Liverpool fan and we signed 6 or more players was,
when was it, guys? By the way,
Roy Hodgson window. I'm pretty sure it is
14, 15. I think we signed 6.
How many did we get? 6 in 14-15?
Lovren, Lallana, Lambert, Balotelli, Markovic, and Emre Can.
Lads, stop that list. Stop that list. Oh my God.
I had a different list lined up for you guys. The Roy Hodgson list. You want to hear that one?
Go on.
Joe Cole, Danny Wilson, Fabio Aurelio, Christian Poulsen, Paul Konchesky, Brad Jones, and Raul Moriles. We've come a long way, man. We've come a long way.
Just pretty well.
Milan Juventus. Well, I'm sure that was around that time.
But check this out, guys. That list of names, right? That manager, and guess what? We still weren't as crap as Man United are now.
Well, we didn't finish 15th with that team.
No, we've never. Look, that is a horrific list of players, and that's a horrific coach right there. And we still didn't finish below Man United.
But, yeah, like as Lewis said, the last time I remember was back then, but obviously I've been corrected. 2016. So it's been a good 10 years, almost 10 years since we've had, Every year we've heard, oh, we've got a war chest, we've got a war chest, we've got a war chest, we're going to spend X amount, and it never materializes. And now it has. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to do it myself. We've opened up that trunk and we're splashing out the cash.
But I guess, but do you know what it is, guys? And I want to get your opinions on this, right? And we all have, and I know all of you guys for a little while now, and I know I know all your guys' thoughts on the ownership and the way we've been handling our business on and off the pitch, right? And we slaughter them when we have to, because they need to be slaughtered, because we're a huge club. And I want to come to Ben first, because me and Ben have had so many twos and fros in private as well about how they operate and how they, we're Liverpool Football Club. Why are we acting like, West Ham or whatever? Do you know what I mean? We're massive. We're huge. But it seems like their plan and the way they've executed it in the last 2 years, Ben, we've got to give them their praise, right?
Yeah, you do. Look, you praise them when they do well and you criticise them when they don't. They have made mistakes, as simple as that. Just because they've spent money doesn't mean, they've done everything perfect, because, they haven't. Do you know what I mean? They have made mistakes. But, I understand what they've done. This time they're not leaving any stone unturned, are they? And they shouldn't either, especially with Michael Edwards come back. They had to back the manager. I think they gambled a bit last year. I can understand why. The hierarchy came back in, Julian Ward and Edwards. Obviously, they recruited a new sporting director. They walked into a shit show. Let's make no mistake about it. They needed to sort them contracts out. So they tried for players. Ultimately, it didn't all work out. Look, they've gone and won the league, mate, and they've brought the manager in. People don't understand it. I was getting pissed off with some of our fans. They were criticising the people working at the club, saying, where's the signings, blah, blah, blah. You've got to remember, they brought in managers, backroom staff. They've sorted contracts. They've brought players. They got a goalkeeper. They got Chiesa. It's nearly had Zubimendi. A lot of shit's gone on in the background, and you can't underestimate the work that they've done. But this comes from the owners, isn't it? We all criticise United, saying it's like a cancer within that club. It comes from the top down. But success comes from the top down as well. And I think they've changed their stance slightly. I think the revenues have helped. I think you can see they've changed sponsorship deals a lot. They've upped the ante, big star for Liverpool, and now you're reaping the rewards. Ultimately, they've got major, assets to sell as well. So they're going to play the game as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy for them. As soon as I seen John on the parade coach, I thought, it's the first time I've seen him looking like he's enjoying Liverpool. And I was happy for him. He deserves it, because he's took a lot of shit. I've given him a lot of crap. Do you know what I mean? But take me hat off to him. I can't complain at the minute. And we're looking at serious outfit from top to bottom, and I'm so pleased. I'm excited. It's not over yet, but let's see what happens.
Hassan says Arnie Slot spelled out exactly where he saw Ekitike fitting in Anfield as a dynamic number 9, capable of bursting in behind, but also dropping deeper and linking play with when needed. I know, Lewis, you do quite a few videos and reviews on players and sort of tactically, and as I said, people go and check out Beyond the Cop as well for some more detail on how Lewis breaks it down. But look, you may have watched Ekitike loads and loads and loads before we signed him. I'm going to admit I hadn't. I'd seen the odd brief clip, obviously, with Frankfurt, and especially with them playing Europa League football against Spurs, etc., etc. Have you done any more homework and research since? And do you agree with and how do you see him fitting in? Because today, obviously, is officially now, so it's only fair we really focus on him for a few minutes.
Yeah, so me and Chris from Redmen did something on it the other day where we were talking about, with Ekitike, he's very much someone who, he is your out-and-out number 9 who likes to burst into space, but he's a creative maestro in the front line. Like, in Europe's top 5 competitions, the top 5 leagues, including the Champions League, the Europa League and Conference League, he's in the top 7% for passes into the penalty area, top 13% for crosses into the penalty area. He's in the top 5% for key passes, progressive passes in the top 23%. He's a very versatile player in the sense of you can rely on him to come deep. I think in terms of key contributions last season, he registered 44, which is double what Nunez and Jota got combined. He is someone who can contribute to the likes of Salah and Gakpo, but he's also someone who bursts into space. He's great playing on the blind side of defenders. He's capable of playing against the back 3 and a back 4. But he's also someone as well who doesn't shirk against the big teams. Last season, he scored against Bayern Munich, RB Leipzig, Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen, Tottenham in the Europa League. He was a key component, a big list, and he also registered the most shots in the Bundesliga, 5 more than Harry Kane. So you can see the level of player of which he's on. And I think we're signing someone who, if we do decide to go 2 at the top with Isak, he will benefit because of what we saw him do with Omar Mamouche. If we need him who can play out wide, he's capable of doing it because he's got incredible pace and versatility on him. The only red flags that you can find is he scored 15 goals, but he had an XG of 21.9. And I think XG is a sort of take it with a pinch of salt. But the chances he misses, he can miss quite a few simple chances, and that's something that Nunez does get a lot of criticism for. He is someone who can miss the occasional sitter, the occasional one-on-one. But overall, we're signing someone who's capable in the air, capable of playing as a false nine, amazing at getting in behind, capable of passing the ball and distributing it out wide like we've seen Slot wants to do. And all in all, for the price that we've got of him, for the way he will fit into this system, we've signed someone on a 6-year contract who could become a long-term solution to that front line. I'm so excited to see what we get because we've signed one of the most sought-after European commodities in Hugo Ekitike, and we've beat clubs like Newcastle and Man United, and I know Bayern were supposedly linked to him at one point. It's huge for us, and I'm so excited to see what he does. This is an incredible signing for us, both tactically and in terms of cementing ourselves back at the top of the league where we deserve to be. 21, 22, 23, they're all coming sooner rather than later, I'm telling you now.
Scousemo, what do you know about this player? Excited about him? I like his style. People are calling him Baby Isaac. I get the similarities. I absolutely do. People are going to say they're not similar. Trust me, I think they're very, very similar. I'm surprised about Lewis's stat about crosses into the box. So that means he does tend to go out wide. And we do like our forwards being versatile and fluid. I didn't know about that. That he's a crosser of the ball as well. Obviously, we want him at the end of the crosses because he's 6'4", lads, 6'3", 6'4", something like that.
6'2.5".
6'2.5". He was described to me by someone as a 6-foot+ gazelle. And that's I like the sound of that, Mo.
I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Grizz. I didn't really see too much of him. I didn't watch too much of Frankfurt. But obviously, when we were linked with the player, I thought, let me do my due diligence and look into the player a little bit. At first, it could be crazy, but I kind of got like Gakpo vibes from him. I don't know why. Maybe the way he's like his body type and stuff, and the way he runs, maybe, which I'm not saying is a bad thing at all. From what I've seen from him so far, it really does back up what Lewis has described, and it's what some of the reports are describing today. He's very versatile as a forward. He's got very good quick feet. He changes direction really fast as well. He can drop deep, and he can also go in behind. Excellent link-up play. I feel like the link-up play that he's going to create with Salah, with Wirtz, with whoever the left winger is going to be, let that be Luis Diaz, is going to be stupendous. But then on top of that, I've noticed quite a lot that he likes to drift out to the left-hand side a lot. And I think that's going to also benefit us quite a bit for the upcoming season, because you've got Wirtz as well, who likes to go into that space, into that area. So if you've got those two players that can interlink and rotate with each other into like the striker position, into the left half space position, and whoever the left winger is, that left-hand side is going to be dangerous, and opposition teams are going to have to focus on that left-hand side a lot. But then guess what? Who's on the right-hand side? The king, the GOAT. So it's just going to be fantastic to see. A couple of weeks ago when we were first linked with him and we had these discussions, I wasn't the biggest fan. I didn't really want to get Ekitike because I just thought I want to get someone who's ready to go right now, like a Isaac, like a Alvarez. But for some reason, which I can't explain, Isaac links are just not going away. They're still there. There's reports that we potentially might still sign him. I don't know how it's gonna work. How does that mean Ekitike is gonna be like on the bench and rotate with Isaac? Isaac's gonna be a starting striker. Wow, like this is my club. This is our club, boys. This is mad. We've just signed the play for 70 mil, and yet in a striker position, and now we're looking to sign another striker in the same summer for 130, 140 mil. This can't be my club. This is crazy.
This can't be my club.
This can't be my club. Like, what is going on? This is amazing. Like, whoa.
But do you know what it is? And I'm going to come to you, Wilshmo. I get that, right? But it is needed, isn't it? Because we're not overloading. We're not doing the Chelsea one where we're just buying willy-nilly with no structure, with no thought pattern. We're not doing a United just buying the biggest name out there and just putting them in their squad with no instructions or methodology into how we're going to implement them. Every single player we've bought so far, guys, means something, and we know exactly how they're going to play or where they're going to fit in. But the key question now is, and Mo's touched on it, Scouse Mo's touched on it, I want you to elaborate and give your thoughts on it. I've claimed that Isak and Itakita are pretty much the same, similar style. But why can't we have them in the squad? And do you not see it? Would you rather buy another 2 wide forwards to replace? Because let's break it down, guys, between us. Are we all still adamant? And let me know if you're not agreeing with me. Let me know, because you might not agree. Are we all adamant Nunes is still gone? Ben?
Yeah.
Depends if they get the money.
Lewis?
Yes, if Saudi are the ones coming in because they can stump up the money for him.
And 2 Mo's?
Same. If they can get the money, the asking price, which is 70 million, I think. If they can get that, he's out the door.
Yeah, I agree.